Welcome back to another Cardfight Vanguard Zero video. So today, the agenda is to hit rank S. As you can see, I've already got 100 points in rank A1, so I just need to win one more card fight and I'll be at rank S. So that's the hope, that's the plan for today's video. Can we do it? Let's find out. This video will be kind of pointless if I don't actually manage to do that. So let's hope that one of these two fights we can win, right? And whilst we do that, we'll talk about other stuff too. White sleeve equals VP farm. Okay. See, if you're gonna VP farm, just tell me. I know I've said that a couple times before, but my opinion is kind of, oh, he's not VP farming. Okay. Like, my opinion is kind of like, you know, I've gotten used to it. It's like, alright, it's part of the game. I can deal with it as long as you tell me. That's all I ask. I know people will say, oh, but, you know, it's an intentional, like, playing mind games with your opponent. It is a mechanic of the game, you know, like lying to them, basically, so you can get the win. That's technically a strategy. And I'm like, I guess it is, but, I mean, still. Okay, so, yes, our plan is to, win, so that we can get this rank up. Yeah. So, the Spike Brothers event is coming very, very soon, in a few hours. In fact, that's what I wanted today's video to actually be about, but it's coming a little bit later than I wanted it to, in terms of just, like, the actual time it's coming. But it's only a few hours from now, so that'll be what tomorrow's video will be about. I'm looking forward to that. It's a little annoying that we're getting so many cards so quickly, because we only just got the new set of cards, which had 2 sets worth of cards in, and now we're already getting an event. And, I mean, I'm planning on doing a bunch of character fights soon anyway, so I can keep building my Dark Irregulars deck, and get crafting materials for that. And that'll help with the event anyway. It's just a little annoying that I can't put as much attention into it as I normally would have liked to. So I already pulled my heal trigger, that's not great. Burning through those pretty quickly. But that's fine, I think we can do pretty well here. I mean, luckily for me, I guess we'll ride this. See, this grade 2 here, blue scale deer, I might need to get rid of at some point in the future, because he's not seeming to help me all that much. I never really seem to get to use his ability. I've only ever really used it a couple times, because you need to Soul Blast to draw a card, which can be useful, but I never particularly seem to use it, is the annoying thing. So, okay, if we use Promised Daughter's effect here, oh boy, who do we want to get rid of to use that, actually? I guess I'll get rid of Apollon, but I'm not very happy with getting rid of him, I can tell you that, but we want to be getting as much damage done as quickly as possible before he gets the chance to send out his grade 3, so what must be done, I guess. But I definitely want to be riding Sakia on my next turn if I can. Oh! Is that perfect, Riser? Okay, this card fight became extremely difficult all of a sudden. See, the thing that makes Perfect Riser difficult is his ability to get an extra crit really easily. I don't think he has that yet, but if he can get that soon by adding to his soul, then he gets that extra crit, and that's annoying, basically, because of course that doesn't use up his drive check either, so he can still drive check a crit as well. And that's really terrifying. That's why Nova Grapplers are still, to this day, really good 2 seasons in a row. That's the thing with Nova and Kagero. One of the reasons everyone, including myself, was recommending building them in the previous season wasn't just that they were good in the previous season, it's more so that they stay good. See, Oracle Think Tank, after Season 2, their usefulness drops pretty dramatically. But Kagero and Nova, they stay pretty good for a very long time, especially considering that Kagero gain their Draconic Overlord at the end next season. Okay, so that's a perfect guard wasted. That's not great. Okay. We've got some options, but they're not great, I can tell you that. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna wanna go the safest possible route so we can just take out his intercepts. God, I really want to win this one if I can, because I really want to get that rank up. I've been going a lot slower than I wanted to in regards to no trigger. Okay, cool, heal trigger, I'll take that. I mean, I can't use it, so actually, no, I guess I won't take that because it doesn't help me at all. Yeah, geez, that should have been a draw instead. But yeah, I've been going a little slower than I wanted to, but Season 2 is the season that all changes. Season 2 is when I'm definitely hitting Legend, and once I hit S rank, then we'll only be a fairly small step away from hitting that Legend. So, Perfect Riser already has an insane amount of attack, and that extra crit, so we're gonna really have to do some tanking here, I guess. Okay, cool. Alright, that's fair enough. I really can't rely on my heal triggers because I've kind of been wasting them. My trigger luck hasn't been all too great. Alright, he's gonna get a heal trigger. That sucks. That really sucks because that can kind of turn the game around for him. But we're gonna use our perfect guard there, so we're even for now, but I'm not feeling confident, especially with how big his hand is. So what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to just do that, I guess. Yeah. Ooh. I guess I'll do this and just hope I get a trigger. I forgot that by using up that card that would waste Saki's like power boost, but you know what? We managed to get past it anyway, so it's fine. God, that perfect rise is just like such a brick wall. I guess we'll get rid of a Sora Kaiser while we're at it. That'll be helpful to get rid of, but I mean, it's not going to do much when he's still got Perfect Riser, and yeah, there's no way of really getting rid of that card, because it's his Vanguard, so yeah, we're just kind of screwed here, I feel like. I mean, maybe, but with a hand that big, he's got to have at least a couple Perfect Guards, and he's got that crit Perfect Riser, so like, I don't see myself surviving all too long. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. So, no triggers, that's good. That gives us a chance. Which is something, at the very least. Yeah, God. If you got a crit there. Oh, I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered, because I was gonna... Oh, God, I pulled my heels at the worst possible time. That is not the first time that has happened to this card fight, I can tell you that. Jesus Christ. Okay. Not great for me, but we'll see what we can do. Okay. So, I'm thinking if I just send this back like so, and this here, and yes, we're gonna waste Saki's ability again, but that's fine. I guess we'll just hope we get a trigger. Yep, okay, not great. Yeah, I know this isn't the best way of taking out Perfect Riser, but I'm not all too experienced with going against him, so I'm just kind of feeling it out. Oh boy. Okay, he's gonna guard this. Yeah, thought so. So maybe it would have been smarter to get rid of his front rear guards, because I'm not gonna pull any more heals. And I've only got one more perfect guard in my deck, which, knowing my luck, when he attacks, I'll use that as my damage. So, yeah, I don't really see a way past this, especially if he gets a stand, and he's a Nova Grapple player, of course he's going to be running stands. So, I mean, I guess it doesn't even matter, as long as he can get this next attack in. And yeah, he stood up anyway, even without the stand trigger, so, yeah, alright. That's fair enough. Damn. Yeah, if you're someone who's like, hey, why should I have run Nova Grapplers? There you go. First hand. There's the reason you should run Nova Grapplers. Because that Perfect Riser is just too damn powerful. Oh boy, I really want to win this next card fight. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty difficult to get back up to S again. basically, just in case anyone hasn't figured it out yet, what happens is, for the ranked mode, when you win or lose fights, you gain or lose points. And then when you... Oh, auto VP farming. Well, I guess that makes it easy, right? Yeah, when you... I hope he's telling the truth, then. Because maybe he isn't. You know, I'll keep that hand. That's fine. I like Apollon. I can keep a hold of him. It's when I get the grade 3 heals that I definitely want to get rid of him. But Apollon and Amaterasu, I usually keep a hold of those. Not always, but usually. Alright. But yeah, so well, you gain or lose points based on whether you win or lose. And then what happens is, when you hit 100, you will get given like 2 card fights, and if you win one of those 2, then you will grade up. But if you lose, then they'll detract a bunch of points from you, and you have to earn those back before you can redo the 2 card fights, basically. So you have to get wins in order to rank up, basically. But you get 2000 VP no matter what, basically, though. So I'm gonna send out this, I guess. And then, I guess I'll just, yeah, okay, I mean, he's VP farming, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Like so. And then I will do that. Like so. And then, yeah, that'll do that. And then, okay, cool. Exactly. I'm getting a lot of grade 3s here. See, this is why I usually mulligan away all my grade 3s. Because if not, I just draw so many of them. And any grade 3s that you draw, you're not going to be pulling in a trigger check, are you? So, again, luckily this is a VP farmer, so we're doing fine. We'll get to that S rank pretty much guaranteed. That kind of lowers the stakes of the video. I can tell you that. But, oh well, I can live with it. Not going to go on like a rant or anything about it. So, I'm going to send out... you know what? Snaky's effect works better on the Vanguard. And I can still take advantage of Apollon on the Rare Guard anyway, so that's what I'll do. And so, yeah, I'll send him out there. And I'll send him out there. And then... yeah, I'll send that there. Then I'll battle. I'll do this. Like so. And then I'll do that. Like so. And then I'll go through. Like so. Yeah, okay, cool. So, I guess I'll use this opportunity to talk about the Discord again. Not gonna, you know, drone on too much about them in every single episode. You know, because it just gets repetitive. But I do feel like since it's new, it's a good idea to kind of remind you guys that I have a Discord server now, mainly focused on Vanguard Zero. So if you're watching this video, chances are you'll be interested in it. We've got over 50 members already, which is really, really good, actually. And we got channels for deck building, friend fights, sharing friend codes, and all that other nice stuff. So if you want a community of Vanguard Zero people to join and talk along with and everything, then that sounds perfect, basically. Especially because, I don't know how many people know this, but you can have up to 50 friends on Vanguard Zero, and if you hit that, then you actually get packs, I think. I think you get like a gacha ticket for winning. Also, we've just won that card fight. And so you want to hit 50 friends if you can. And so by joining the Discord server, going through the friend code channel and just adding all the friend codes, you'll be a lot closer to getting those 50 friends and getting the reward for doing so. So we just hit S rank, which basically means we've achieved what we wanted to for this video. But, you know, fairly short video, so we'll keep going anyway, because I like you guys and I want to give you as much content as possible. So we'll see what it is we get for doing this mission. Nice! New card sleeves and 100 gems. Very, very useful for me. So I'm very happy with hitting S rank, I can tell you that. We've now managed to hit grade S, so we're going to use the rest of this episode to look at our Dark Irregulars a little closer, because I'm still putting that together. I want it to be runnable by the end of season, and I know by the end of season we'll only be a few days away from Majesty Lord Blaster, but yeah, whatever. And Dragonic Overlord at the end. Yeah, next season's gonna look like a fun one, huh? Especially if they do what they did last time, where they combined 2 seasons together. That would be insanity. So we're gonna look at our Dark Irregulars anyway. Take things slow. That's also why we want to hit Legend this season, because it might be difficult to hit Legend next season with Majesty Lord Blaster and everything. Okay, so the first thing I want to go through is, I don't have any perfect guards, but I do have a Sentinel Medal. By hitting 100,000 VP this season, I managed to get a Sentinel Medal, just like last season, and I'm planning, of course, of hitting 500,000 so I can get that second one. If you're someone who doesn't play ranked mode much, I highly encourage it. I've ran into a couple people already who are pretty hesitant to take the full deep dive into ranked mode, but realistically, if you want to be playing this game, especially as a free-to-play player, you want to be doing a handful of ranked fights every day if you can. If you're too busy and you have obligations, then that's fine, whatever, don't worry about it, right? Those obligations are more important. But if you're going to be playing this game anyway, I highly recommend putting a lot of time into ranked mode, even if you're scared of losing, especially if you're scared of losing, because I was too. I was pretty like, if you go back and rewatch the video where I do my very first ranked fight, I was pretty nervous and very heavily analyzing all of my misplays so that I can get better, but that's good. By doing ranked fights and even by losing, you'll get better faster, right? And also, you'll get VP rewards, and that's the really important thing. Now, yes, you can get VP from character fights, but those use up stamina, quite a lot of stamina too, for the amount of VP you're getting. So if you want to be getting those VP rewards, which you definitely want, like those Sentinel medals, it cannot be understated how important it is that you get those, then you want to rank fight. And the best part is, it doesn't matter if you lose, you still get the VP anyway. That's why VP farming is such a big thing, right? So if you can get those Sentinel medals, that's going to get you a lot closer to a playable deck. And that's not just all you get too. You get gacha tickets, you get Dragonic Overlord if you hit Legend this season, and so on and so forth. Well, not if you hit Legend, but if you play in Legend, I guess, they're Legend rewards. So you definitely want to be playing ranked mode, even if you lose. It's fine, you know, don't sweat it if you lose, it's not the end of the world. Of course, you know, if you want to do character fights and other stuff while you're waiting, and whilst you're putting together a deck, that's also cool. And hey, Discord server, if you want to do some casual friend fights with me and the other people on my server to test out your deck too, that's also a valid strategy. So that's the first thing with the Dark Irregulars deck, is I need 4 perfect guards. I do have a Sentinel medal. My plan is, I'm not going to use it immediately, I'm going to use it when the deck is close to being finished, because I don't want to spend my Sentinel medals too liberally. I want to make sure that I'm spending it on something I actually want, because I only get 2 per season. So, like, for example, you know, there's the very real chance that the Spike Brother event will happen later today, and I'll play the Spike Brother event, which I will record, so come back later to see me play the Spike Brother event, which is coming soon, by the way. But there's the very real chance that I'll play that event and I'll go, you know what? Fuck yeah, I love Spike Brothers. I really want to run Spike Brothers. But oh no, I already spent my Sentinel medal on my Dark Irregular deck. Whoops. So I want to keep the option open. I want to spend the Sentinel medal as late in as possible, basically. That's what I'd advise. I'd advise only spend the Sentinel medal if you are certain that's a clan you want to run. Because there's no feeling worse than wasting a Sentinel medal, because you need them, basically. You definitely need them. But luckily, of course, free-to-play players can get them pretty easily, which is good. It kind of avoids this game being free-to-play, not the other, pay-to-win. That's it. I'm getting my jargon mixed up. So, the big thing I want to be focusing on with Dark Irregulars is Ammon, this card here. In fact, his ride chain, because there's a grade 2 and a grade 1 Ammon as well. I want to be getting 2 more copies of him. I'm getting pretty close. I need 136 more of that kind of crafting material and 40 more of that other kind. I'm waiting until the Spike Brothers event drops to do more character fights, because by doing some more Tetsu character fights, it'll get me materials to build Dark Irregulars, and it'll also give me materials to go towards the Spike Brother event too. So that's why I'm not crafting and using my stamina right now, because that way I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Again, a lot of the appeal of this game is just kind of like figuring out strategies to get the items and cards you need in the most efficient way possible. Like that, for example. That's a good way of doing it. So that's another thing we need. We need 2 more ammons. I was told, where is it? This card here is the one I want to, if I'm, like, I was told that, hey, if you're going to get any triple rares with Dark Irregulars, this is the first one to go for, because if Werewolf Seeger is in your soul, you can counterblast to get 5,000 and a crit till the end of the turn. Of course, getting that crit, and then doing a drive check and getting another crit, yeah, your opponent's going to be in trouble, let's just say that. And you're definitely going to be running Seeger, because Seeger is a very good common card that's really easy to craft and is basically a must-play. So you're going to have a Werewolf Seeger, so you'll be able to use it. And hell, if you draw this card in your opening hand or whatever, you can actually send it to your deck to add Seeger to your hand. This is really good because it's like Cancelot, basically, and it gives you the ability to use the grade 3 in your hand early on, which is very useful, because something a problem I run into a lot of my Oracle Think Tanks is my hand is just full to the brim with grade 3s that I just can't use yet. So being able to use this to get a Werewolf Seeger out, really, really, really useful. But of course, so useful that it's a triple rare. That's kind of the problem. And it seems like my only real shot of getting her is by getting her on a pack. So let's look at Death Anchor. So at the start of your main phase, you can soul charge and get 2,000. That's pretty good on its own. And then when it attacks, if your damage zone has 5 or more cards, put all the cards in your damage zone to your soul, it gains 10,000 plus 1 crit to the end of the turn. At the end of the turn, put the cards in the top of your deck equal to the number of your soul down to your damage zone. Wow, that's a really interesting effect. That's a very... yeah, that's a really interesting one. Wow, I quite like that. But again, I feel like Edelrose is more important. She's low power, but she's getting that Seeger out, and her effect is good. So those are the 2 big triple rares, I feel, unless I'm missing one, which I very much possibly could be, but I don't think I am. So those are the 2 big ones. Out of those 2, I'd recommend Edelrose. And then, again, for your big grade 3, you want to be crafting Ammon, like I mentioned. And honestly, even the lower grade Ammons, so this one here, and the grade 1 one, this one here, those are pretty good cards too anyway. So you're definitely going to be wanting to run those. So what Dark Irregular cards am I not running that I have? So that lets me soul charge. That's not too bad. Maybe that is worth sliding in my deck quickly. I don't know. What's this one do? Soul charge. Okay. Oh, okay. So I think I want to get rid of, whoops, not Seeger. You gotta have 4 Seegers. Jeez. We already discussed at length why you need more, why you need those. Because of Edelrose. And I just rhymed because I am a gangster, like, Still Vampire, I guess is how it's spelled. Start your main phase, soul charge, and gets 2,000 to the end of the turn. Soul Blast 6 and Counter Blast forward, put one of your opponent's rare guards on a Vanguard, a standard Vanguard. At the start of your opponent's next turn, your opponent rides a card from their soul. That's interesting. I don't know if that's particularly worthwhile compared to a lot of the other grade 3s, but it is interesting. So yeah, I think I have a good grasp of what it is I'm doing. And then, once units plays Counterblast 2 to retire one of your opponent's... Yeah, the problem with this is it's a grade 1 and it counterblasts, which means you're not going to be using that until later on in the game. So if you ride that as your Vanguard in your first turn, you're not really going to be using its effect. So you want to call it once you've already got a grade 2 or 3 out, because otherwise you're not really going to have the counterblast to use. But if you do get it late game, then yeah, that's very useful, because that kind of ties in with Ammon's ability, which also lets you retire a rare guard. So those 2 cards in combination with each other is definitely going to do a good job of cleaning your opponent's field. So yeah. So yeah, that was just a quick look at me kind of analyzing the Dark Irregulars a little more. Hopefully that was useful and important. It feels like it was useful to me. I seriously don't feel pressured to be card fighting every second of this game. I know with all the grinding and all that other stuff, it feels like tempting to just constantly be rank fighting and nothing else. But genuinely, a lot of time it helps you a lot to just sit down and just look at the cards and just read them. Obviously, if you're already familiar with the cards, then you can skip that step entirely. But if you're someone who, like, if you're someone who's not the most familiar with deck in the world, or even if you do feel you are familiar, it's still a good idea to sit down and, like, rethink your options, because a lot of time you'll kind of, like, lock yourself in on a particular deck or strategy, and then you'll realize, like, oh, there's actually this grade 2 that I didn't even consider earlier on in the game that's actually really good, and I think I might switch it out for this other grade 2, and that might get you some wins, you know? So, just a piece of advice there. So, I'll see you later with some more Vanguard Zero, with the Spike Brothers event, hopefully, assuming all goes well. So, look forward to that. I'm looking forward to it, definitely. Join the Discord server, as usual. If you're interested in that, there will be a link in the description. And I'll see you later with some more Vanguard Zero.